Hello, my name is Dieter. Have been working in the space industry for the last 25 years. Started at Siemens, and currently my department belongs to Therma, which is a Danish company. And we do test systems for spacecrafts. Mostly our customer is ESA. And please forgive the layout. I had to do this writing in the last coffee break, so the layout is a bit awful. We produce three kinds of test systems, which test. The first one is the power score. Score is a special checkout equipment. Power scores test the battery and the solar panel of a spacecraft. Then there are instrument or payload test systems, which have to be written from scratch for every new satellite. And the last one is RF scores, which test the communication link, the modems of and the demodulators of the spacecraft. And recently we started a new product, a battery cell tester, and with that we want to get to in the automotive market. This is what an RF score looks like. It's a 19-inch rack with controllers and very expensive equipment from mostly Rohde and Schwarz, so a Keysight. My first Erlang project was kind of Apollo 13 problem. We had to connect two software components which talked different protocols. And we had only a software which could talk one protocol at a time. So it initially was not possible, and I wrote my first application in Erlang, and which was able to instantiate both protocols at the same time. And unfortunately, it was never in use because the customer switched to a different software. The second project was hot redundancy. Yeah, the customer bought two systems which should be in hot redundancy mode, and my software named Hot Red in between was to distribute the data to both systems. And my software usually at peak had a CPU load of 3%, while the two scores afterwards had usually around 50 to 70%. So this also shows how efficient Erlang is in the protocol encoding, decoding area. This was my third project in the RF area. Here, do I have a laser pointer? Wow. In the middle of the green, there's a little controller, Beaglebone Black, which runs Linux and Erlang on top, and which controls these RF switches. My project leader wanted to have a graphical user interface, so I wrote this piece of software in Elixir with Phoenix, which was nearly no effort. And it uses a live view, so if a button is switched, you see it in real time. The color of the respective button changes from gray to green. And for the battery cell tester, I now use, it's a complete test system, and I use dynamic supervision trees which change depending on the test script which is currently running. We have different instruments and power supplies, and not every test needs everything. So depending on the test script, a different supervision tree with the device drivers is created, and this is working really well. So my time is off. Done. Thanks.
Thank you so much.